here is Matt Fuller. He's a writer for Notus, Notus. Fuller used to write for the Huffington Post. He's got pretty good, my understanding is he got pretty good sources. This is pop up this this letter here, Bradley. This is what he posted on Twitter today. I guess last night. And again, this is before the meeting today. A late night text from one House Democrat who's privately pushing for Biden to step aside confirmed what most reporters could see Monday from their on-the-record conversations. The president and his team are locking down Democratic support. Quote, the Dems are folding all over the place, end quote, this lawmaker tested. There's a real circling of the wagons happening. Instead of breaking, the dam is holding for now. Democratic lawmaker went on to predict that, quote, very few members would openly push for Biden to step aside in the coming days. They've outflanked us with the CBC and others. This lawmaker texted, referring to Biden's efforts to gather support from the Congressional Black Caucus. Members are becoming resigned to Biden holding all the cards here and us having no real say in the matter. The anticipated intervention is crumbling in the face of Biden preempting it. The only thing that could change this is some devastating new polling, a major new gaffe, or some revelation that reopens the matter. It feels closed for now.
For now.
So,
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. It feels closed for now. I think that the week timeline that they keep giving, everybody's just repeating this week, every Democrat. I don't know what they've decided internally on that makes them think that this week is so crucial. I mean, the Republican National Convention is coming up. They want to be united behind somebody, obviously. But I do think, like, I'm not sure if you're not so obsessed with this as I've been, people are understanding what this coverage has been like, and how it's not going to stop. There's no chance Biden recovers. There's absolutely none. Every question. Did you see? I mean, we should play this Karine Jean-Pierre clip, Sam. This is going to be the story. Like it or not, you can yell at the media all you want, but this is going to be the story for the rest of the election.
And she's responding to the reports of a neurologist visiting the White House and multiple times.
A Parkinson's.
A neurologist who specializes.
But he didn't see an independent neurologist, is what they said or get diagnosed anyway. But
that he gets every year that we provide to all of you.
It's a very basic, direct question.
Wait. Hold on. Wait a second.
Eight times, or at least once, in regards to the president specifically.
Hold on a second.
Not what you should be able to answer by this point.
Wait, no. No, wait a minute. Ed, please. A little respect here, please. So every year, around the president's physical examination, he sees a neurologist. That's 3 times, right? So I am telling you that he has seen a neurologist 3 times while he has been in this presidency. That's what I'm saying. I am telling you that he has seen them 3 times. That is what I'm sharing with you, right? So every time he has a physical, he has had to see a neurologist. So that is answering that question.
No, it's not.
No, it is. It is. You're asking me. I also said to you, Ed, I also said to you, for security reasons, we cannot share names. We cannot share names.
We have to. Others he would have met with. You can share names in regards to if someone came here in regards to the president.
We cannot share names of specialists broadly, from a dermatologist to a neurologist. We cannot share names. There are security reasons. We have to protect. I understand that. I hear you.
Right there for anyone to see.
Ed, I hear you. I cannot from here confirm any of that because we have to keep their privacy. I think they would appreciate that too. We have to give them,
Question of the doctor.
we have to keep their privacy.
It is public.
Public information.
I hear you.
listed that he
I
went
have,
to your
Guys, unless the White House answers the
hold on a second. There's no reason to go back and forth with me in this aggressive way.
Miffed around here about how information's been shared with the press corps around here.
What do you miss about? What do you miss about?
Everything he just asked about.
And then every time I come back and I answer the question that you guys
answered it
asked.
correctly, you didn't have to come back and clean it
I
up.
never answered the question incorrectly. That is not true. I was asked about a medical exam. I was asked about a physical. That was in the line of question that I answered. And
So this is, that's pretty heated stuff, and it doesn't feel like, yes, it's hard to imagine it going away.
That's,
At one
by the
point-
way, CBS's Ed O'Keefe and NBC's Kelly O'Donnell. So this is not like Newsmax or something.
I actually am less like in the absence of anything else happening, the media will stop asking about it. There's no doubt about it. In the absence of anything else not happening. What won't stop, though, is the $100 million that Miriam Adelson has basically released to a super PAC. It's going to be we played that ad, I think it was about Casey. Every ad over and over again, that debate stuff is going to be burned in people's minds. The amount of money that's going to be deployed, and it's not going to be burned maybe in your mind if you live in New York or if you live in California, but if you live in Pennsylvania, if you live in Wisconsin, if you live in Michigan, if you live in Arizona or Nevada or in North Carolina or Georgia in particular, if you live in Minnesota, maybe, you're going to see ads that feature Joe Biden and that debate over and over and over and over again for the next 4 months.
And the thing about it, too, is that it's not just something that appeals to Republicans. If this was the stupid Hillary Clinton has Parkinson's nonsense or whatever it was that the right was engaging in 2016, I don't think, obviously, that's what did her in. There were a bunch of other issues, but that was more easily dismissed. We know that the concerns about Biden.
That was the highlight of her candidacy. That was, if they were talking about the Parkinson's, at least for the right. No,
Right.
This is a concern for everybody.
I mean, the polling show 82% of Americans or something like that think that he's too old to serve another term, or there's other polls that have it in the high 70s. This is going to be a massive problem for the election. And Biden, if he's a true patriot like he says he is, he should step aside. So
here's the other problem. These late night shows don't have the same reach that they used to, but in many respects, but they're constantly looking for a source of joke material, and they have a much better reservoir of material when it comes to Joe Biden. Here is Jon Stewart on The Daily Show. He does those on Monday nights. Here he is weighing in.
I can. I'm staying in the race. I'll beat Donald Trump. I will beat him again in 2020.
I got to tell you, somehow confusion with confidence is even more unsettling. Or when the president sat down with George Stephanopoulos to prove once and for all how cogent he is and to film a bronzer ad. Orange man good? None of this was reassuring. And we're told that the threat of Trump is so great and the stakes are so high that even bringing up these absolutely legitimate concerns about the president's ability to do the most vigorous job in the world for the next 4 years is enabling fascism. Yet even the president doesn't seem particularly alarmed.
If you stay in and Trump is elected and everything you're warning about comes to pass, how will you feel in January?
I feel as long as I gave it my all and I did the goodest job as I know I can do. That's what this is about.
That's not what this is about! There are no participation trophies he's an end game democracy. Oh, yeah. I remember FDR saying, well, if the Nazis take over Europe, at least both teams had fun. And it's really troubling as this new information has been introduced. We just learned about this, and now we're all being told, well, you should have thought of that before you knew it.
We can't go against the will of the voters. Democrats who voted in all 50 states in the primary, that is who they want to be their nominee.
He's the nominee because millions and millions of people voted for him to be our nominee.
And he will be our nominee. End of story.
There was no real primary. Biden ran against Dean Phillips. That's not even a real person.
Oh, we should get to his end. His end was with the appeal to Democrats was good. Oh. All right, well, whatever. But
Son of Mala says, I live in Pennsylvania, don't have a TV, but 2 out of 3 YouTube ads are Biden debate ads, mostly from McCormick, Casey's challenger. I mean, I'm sure you're seeing those in Wisconsin. I'm sure you're seeing, I mean, Ohio, with Sherrod Brown, it's probably being deployed. It's pretty nasty. That's where we're at. Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.